to the music scene, showing lots of love for the community. With great advice, I know who I should go see. All around town radio show, that's where I go for the latest band info. So all around town radio show, for the music that comforts my soul. It's the All Around Town Radio.
All right, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the program. Hopefully you're hearing us okay out there. Y'all hearing all right? I hope so. Let me know. Give me a sound check, people. Give me a little sound check in the house, if you will. What's going on, Cincy Local and Live? Glenn checking in on the YouTube channel.
It's the Weekend Review. Top 5 are coming for you. Speaking with the fans, sometimes they don't show well. Whatever, man. We're coming, who's playing out off the open jam with the
Thanks, Chris. Thank you, Jim.
Ready to raise some hell.
What's up, Ed Sawicki? Sounds really weird in my ears, guys. And I did a remote on Thursday, so if the mic sounds really weird, let me know. We'll tweak it because it sounds crazy. And I knew you'd say that, Glenn. Thank you. You're just trying to tell me my $400 mic sucks and my $99 mic works better. Thank you. All right. Check 1, check 2. What's up? Hi, Quentin. How are you? We're talking about Quentin's band a little bit. Thank you, Ed. Says it's clear. I'm going to bump it up just a notch here and see how it does. It's weird in my ears. It's like my ears are plugged up or something. All right, that's Sweet Sister Mercy with the theme song. Thank you for that. And we're going to get started. Welcome to the program, guys. It's Monday right here. It is our weekend update. And we're going to bring you who we saw play music over the weekend. And if you didn't get it posted to our page and you want to drop a little comment today, feel free to drop it like it's hot. And give me a little comment there, for real. And let us know who you saw play over the weekend. A huge shout out to our friends, the Gina and Johnny Band, for winning the Cincinnati Blues Challenge yesterday. And they're going on to Memphis. I think that's in January. I said something about later in the year, but I think it's January when they actually do that in Memphis for the International Blues Challenge, as it's known. And that's killer, man. That is awesome. And I've always said that girl's got a voice like butter with cayenne pepper sprinkled on it. Gina McCann. She rocks the house. The rest of the band, fantastic. So, killer. Johnny and Gina Band going on to Memphis. We're happy to hear that. Ed, always good to see you. It was great to see you Saturday night, and we're going to talk about that one too as well. Jim saying hi to Valerie, wherever Valerie is. So, hi, Valerie. Sean Cooper in the house. What's up, Coop? How you doing, man? Cincy Local and Live. Yeah, said they were great. All right, perfect. I did see some video. I lived through the videos yesterday. Also, the Voodoo Child that won the Bell and the Bears voice competition went on to be the soloist, solos and duos. He's going to Memphis, so that's cool too. And then our buddy Jake Hambone Davis, who Jake Davis, man, he's a force too. He's a great little blues player. Does the solo blues thing, and he finished second in that part of the competition. So good. And Kat Campbell was in there. There was a bunch of people in there in the top rankings. So awesome for that, and we're glad to hear it. What's up, Banks? Said he did St. Helens Festival. You know, they didn't send me their list this year. I didn't even have them on Thursday's show. We usually do. Didn't do it, but 20 great bands, he said, there at St. Helens. So glad to hear it. I guess they didn't need any promotion, though. They always pack the house. So what's up, George Orr from Rockstar? Thank you for being with us. Steve Stein in the house. Thank you so much. If you're out there, guys, say hi. Let us know who you are, where you're from, especially if you're new to the program. Hey, this is what we call our weekend update from All Around Town Radio here live at 5. It's for June 10th, 2024. June 10th. Can you believe that already? Bill said a busy weekend for him. Good to see you Saturday as well, Bill. I miss my peeps at the Bell. I don't get there as much as I would like to. That's for damn sure. And so we want to thank you for watching today. It's your number one source for live local music news, bands, venues, and more. It's All Around Town Radio. Don't forget to hit the share button on our show. And we do have a little campaign going. If you haven't seen it on our page, we are campaigning to reach 10,000 followers. So right now we're about 8,700, I think we are, something like that. So if you want to help us out there, we only need 1,000 more people in the tri-state to watch. There's plenty of them out there that love music. Get them to follow our page. And there's a lot of you who watch every day but haven't followed it yet. I can see that. Keep that in mind. Absolutely. What do we got here? Glenn said Turfway Casino with the NKG and then Acoustic Blue. There we go. Ann's birthday. That's good. DV8 at all the Saints festivals that were going on. And 3-day rule within 6 miles of your house. That's awesome. Well, you didn't have to travel this weekend, Glenn. That's a good thing. You usually have to travel so much. All right, guys. I want to thank you for Thursday's show. I don't know if you're seeing the numbers lately, but our numbers have been cranking. 5.2 thousand plays on the show. For now, I don't know if that's 3-second plays, if that's an hour play, or what it is. But 5.2 on that one. So good. Thank you for that. And those of you who share that are the ones that make that happen. And that's what supports our local music community right there. Our Thursday show we call it Who's Playing Out? And it's brought to you by our friends at Heather's down in Springboro, Ohio. So yeah, let me get going. Don't forget to follow us on all the wonderful socials. We are out there on, what are we on? We're on the X, but we don't do a whole lot there. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, all under All Around Town Radio. So check it out. If you haven't followed us on those, do so. What's up, Cody? Thank you for being with us today. And Jim, it was good to see you as well. And we're going to talk about that ladder show. So let me get into it here and talk about our weekend in review, guys, because it was a doozer. And I'm going back to start actually for the weekend review. Hi, Bill. Thanks for being here. Bill had a big show over the weekend, too. Brought Raylan Nelson into town, Willie Nelson's granddaughter, and all that, and had a good lineup with that one. What's up, Chad Weiland? Thank you for dropping by. And there's Glenn's Saturday. Wow. You're busy. You're busy. Did you make it to the Blues Challenge? I didn't make it there, but did not. I missed it. Unfortunately, had other obligations on Sunday. Missed a lot of things on Sunday. There was a lot of good music on Sunday. Let's talk about this week in music for us. I want to kick back to Heather's on Wednesday night. Heather's on the patio. Oh my gosh, was our Name That Tune a hit. It was a great time on Wednesday night. Had 3 wonderful rounds of music. Started it off with a round of strange concoctions, I called it. It was like Poison, Alice Cooper. We had all kinds of stuff in there. And then round number 2 was a fun one. It was called Crap Cover Bands Should Do. And crap stands for country, rock, alternative, and pop. And we rotated through the list there of some songs that fit those genres. And then we had decades of duets at the end. Really good stuff. And man, we had 36 teams, I think, or 37 teams, maybe. I don't know. A lot. It was a great time at Heather's. And Rick's in the house from Rockstar. Thanks for being here. And Banks says you can't go wrong with Little Ladder. What a fantastic group. Yeah, they are. And they're a great group of guys, too. You're right. Just super people. George says DV8 St. Paul Festival and Sweet Sister Mercy at Jersey's on Friday night. There you go. And what's up, Denny? How are you? I had a good weekend. Hope you had a good one. And hi, Devin. Good to see you on here. And Springfest in the Berg is represented. So let me roll through who we got to see this weekend as well. And I told you about Wednesday. Thursday night, I did something that I stepped out of my comfort zone on. Did Taylor Swift trivia night at Heather's to a packed room of people. Wonderful crowd that night. Let me tell you, though, I learned something. These Swiftie girls take it very seriously. And guys, but mostly the girls. What was cool to see all the dads that showed up with their kids and stuff and played. We had a blast. Some of the dads that played normal trivia with us, we're taking your man card away for that. We are. But great stuff that went on this week at Heather's. And I want to congratulate our little buddy, Miss Eva, who sold friendship bracelets that night. She had 70 of them. She handmade and sold out. in a matter of no time. So congratulations to Eva as well, and thanks to everybody that showed up for that. A packed house, had a great group of people playing, and wonderful time. And it was a team, Kara, that won the Swift trivia, and they were a wide variety of ages. They had moms, they had daughters, high school age kids in that group. So yeah, it was a good group. It was a team of, I think they had 8. Tim Anderson says, happy Monday. NKG had outside gigs all weekend. Weather was great. It was. Hopefully the pollen didn't get you too much. Man, it's been getting me on these outside gigs occasionally. Been pretty tough. And Devin got second by 1 point. Yes, she did. And happy Monday there to you too, Tim Anderson from the NKG. That's Naked Karate Girls. All right, let me keep rolling, though. I want to talk about Friday. Got a chance to check out our friends from Uncle Rico at Mr. Burroughs Tavern in Springboro. Jimmy Bodish leading that group on vocals and guitar. Jay Grant playing guitar and absolutely killing it as well. Chris Thompson back there getting it on the drums. John Hay on the keyboards, the mad scientist at the keyboards. John, that's a lot more hair than you had when I knew you back in the day. And Bob Stumbaugh on bass. And they brought a ton of people to Mr. Burroughs. What a crowd they had. Kept the party going from start to finish. One thing they do I really like is they do 2 sets throughout the whole evening. And, some bands split it into 3s, and I get it. I mean, they want more of a break situation in between, but 2 sets really is appealing to a crowd because you take, especially if you start at 8 o'clock, take about a 9:30 break, come back on at 10, and then go till about 11:30 or so. And that's good for the rooms that are going to 11:30. Works really well. And this band has an incredibly good set list, a lot of fun. It's just a fun band to be around. And Uncle Rico's been around for years. These guys have played, and a lot of them have played in other projects too. You probably recognize some of the name. I'm going to give you some of the songs they did off their set list because I always like to do that on the show. So if you haven't ever heard this band, you get an idea of what they play. And this band's everywhere. I mean, they're playing always something there to remind me. They kicked it off. They do dance hall days, Wholehearted. Sweet Emotions in there. What else we have? Some Kind of Wonderful, Superstition, Royals, newer tune there, Crazy. They did Der Kommissar, 99 Luftballons. Let me think here. A few more in the first set. Paralyzer is one. My Own Worst Enemy, a lit tune. Tennessee Whiskey in there, Fooled Around and Fell in Love. I love that song by Elvin Bishop. And ended it up with Ramble On, a little Zepp for you in the wonderful world of Uncle Rico. Now, if I can get the set list to switch, there we go. And let me tell you some more in set 2. Luke Combs, doing some country, some Seven Nation Army. That was in there. Another one, Bites the Dust, New Sensation, NXS tune, Modern English, Mr. Brightside, The Killers, Never Tear Us Apart, Play That Funky Music, and Boogie Shoes all mashed up together along with Word Up. And then a few more, just a few more, like Come Together, What I Got, 500 Miles, that's thrown in on their set list. Personal Jesus is in there, Depeche Mode. Good stuff. And it is a fun list. And Uncle Rico, great band, all pro guys. They've been around a long time. And Jim Bodish is one of the better frontmen that I've seen. He's an entertainer, and he is so interactive with the crowd as well. So I want to give them a big shout out and say great job. And now if I can get myself over to, I'm going to have to kind of switch some things here. We're going to have to get to the next set list for the next band, and I'll have that ready in just a moment. If I can. There we go. All right. Let's see what we can do here. I may be able to read these. I am. All right. So I want to thank Mr. Burroughs. Another good time. Always there. Great stuff. And Chris Thompson, you are welcome, man. I missed the end of the last set there, but enjoyed your show immensely. I always do. Anytime you guys play, and this is another band that doesn't oversaturate. They play, infrequently enough that when they are around, I want to go see them. I can't say, oh, I saw them last week here. I saw, because they don't do that as often as a lot of bands do. So hats off to them for that one. And Rick said, we tried 2 sets Saturday, huge success. See, I really think that's a great trend to do because by the time you do 3 sets, that last set, there's a lot of people checking out. And a lot of bands try to pile the best songs into their last set and people miss out on it. And I think the 2 set concept is really good. Really good. If you're playing tunes that you can make it for an hour and a half or 2 hours. So depending on what you got to play or what your contract says working with the bar. But that's what our Friday night was. It was wonderful. If you saw somebody play, we want to hear from you. We'd love to hear from you if you're out there watching today and you haven't said anything. Drop us a comment. Let us know who you are, where you're from. And I want to remind you that tomorrow's programming at 5 o'clock, it is Hot Topic Tuesday with Karis and Scott. We're going to have a lot to talk about, including Karis's spectacular total in her birthday fundraiser that she did. And Brian and Kelly Peters supported in that one. They are just wonderful people and spectacular total in that kind of thing. Let's see what Robert has to say here. He's dropping one in on us. Saw Miss Jackie at Jimmy B's. I love Miss Jackie. She's awesome. And the band is awesome. Ended up with Wasted Years and The Trooper. Absolutely killed it. New fave band. There you go. I've never seen them. Got to hear about them, Robert. Send me something. Send me a link to them, will you? If you can. If you've got one. I'd love to check them out. All right, let's go to Saturday. Saturday. How about that? Did I mention at the beginning of the show Gina and Johnny won the Cincinnati Blues Challenge? Yeah, I did. But I'm saying it again. Congratulations to the lovely Miss Gina McCann and Johnny Fink and band. They're wonderful people. And Cincy Local and Live said Tessa Marie, Jordan Allen Jackson, Raylan Nelson was great at Friday at Element Eatery. You can thank our good friend on here for that one. Where you at, buddy? You still there? Bill, you out there? All right. So I want to go to the Bell and the Bear, guys. I went to the Bell and the Bear there's Johnny Fink. Thank you, my friend. I'm chief now. Gina McCann. Love you, Gina. Thank you. And guys, I can't say enough how much I adore your band. And I just think you deserve every bit of recognition you get. So, and this is going to be great. You're going to go down there and represent us well, just like CFG and the family did on the last one. You guys are going to go down there and do a great job. And Cincinnati blues community, man, it's a force to be reckoned with. Absolutely. And Devin saw Tessa Marie too in Waynesville, and Ben and Pete in Overdrive at James. Yeah, you were out there. I saw your picture with the fiddle. Devin in the street with the fiddle, with Gary in the fiddle, I should say. All right, let's go to the Bell and the Bear. Saturday night, our friends from Ladder. We've had them on the show. We had them on this past week, actually. They took the trip from Greenville, some of them even further than that, some of them, to Cincinnati, and did just an absolutely smashing job. Really good stuff. I'm looking at comments rolling in here. I'll get to them here. Yes. How about that, Devin? The Wanderers says Gina and Johnny t-shirts are going fast. There you go. Well, get them while you can, folks. I need to get one. I do. Because, they're going to be on world tour someday. I'm telling you, Gina and Johnny band will be on world tour. And it's going to be like, I knew them when, and they're going to forget about me. They are. I'm just kidding. I know. They're great people. So let's talk about Quentin, who's on here, and the band. And gosh, who do we have? We had Quentin on guitar and vocals. Bill. Wait a minute. What am I doing? I'm lost. Bill was there videoing. I have Bill in the notes here. But I want to talk about Quentin. I want to talk about Jay and Rob and Jim's vocals and the rest of this band called Ladder. If you saw them on the show Wednesday, you were probably intrigued if you'd never seen them about what they did and what they played. Now, this band comes out of the chute like a racehorse, and they start their night strong and they end their night strong. Diana, I'll post that. I'll pop that up. I'm not going to read all that, but I'll pop it up right now. And the folks that helped her out and all that good stuff. So let's chat about Ladder. Had a few sound bumps in the road getting started, and anytime you come into a new venue and a new system and all that, it can provide some curveballs. And they got it all dialed in, they got it all fixed and working. The first set was a little bumpy sound wise, not anything to do with the band. It was just a sound issue, but it did get there. Banks says green light. If you've seen them, you know what that means. And Quentin says, "Ugh, yeah." It's frustrating. It's frustrating when things like that happen, because I know how good this band is, and to have some sound issues, that makes it a little difficult. But it got, like I said, it got dialed in. It was wonderful. No one left. It wasn't like it was brutal or any of that. So don't take that the wrong way. Bill said they made a big fan. They made a big fan out of a ton of people at the Bell and the Bear. And, you know, the Bell and the Bear is never judgy. Some people will accuse it of that and being this and that, but I will tell you, the people I know there are never judgy, but they see talent, and when they see great talent, they recognize it. And man, I bet I heard from 100 people that night about how good this band was and how well they played the songs people love to hear and get up and party to and all that stuff. And, you know, Jim that sings in this band, there's two frontmen I get to see this weekend. Jim's just is a good front man. He's a wonderful front man who interacts with the crowd very well. They do their green light, everybody drinks thing. Lots of fun that goes on there. But they absolutely blew the roof off this place on Saturday night. So well received by the Cincy crowd. Let me hit you up with some of their set list here. First and foremost, let me see. Can I get to? Yeah, set number 1. Bark at the Moon. One Way to Rock, Rock of Ages, Yankee Rose, Stone in Love, Down on Me, Rainbow in the Dark, Wasted Years, Flying High Again, Silent Lucidity, and Eyes of a Stranger. That took balls, because for those of you that know the Bell, you know Danny Laverde, one of the house drummer, basically on Thursday nights, tours with Jeff Tate from Queensryche. So that one, they stepped into it there. And Jim Graham. Yeah, just some difficult stuff. New system for a new sound guy that's not your normal guy. If it had been Rob, Rob would have probably had that dialed in pretty well. He's pretty familiar with that one. And Gina saw some videos. They sounded great. Sure looked like high energy. Oh my gosh, it was crazy, Gina. And just that set alone. I mean, listen to that set. That set is wonderful. And Jim, man, he killed Silent Lucidity. Really killed it with the vocals. Just fantastic. Gosh, there's set number 2. Tom Sawyer was in there working for the Weekends in there. Autograph Tune, Turn Up the Radio. Just that's one I love, and you don't hear a lot of bands do that one. Inner Sandman was in there. Gosh, Rock Me, Great White killed that one as well. Then Smooth Up In Ya, White Snake medley, which was awesome, which then segued right into Quentin slaying Eruption and Panama. And may I just say, Quentin Fife, your guitar should have been on fire. You were playing that thing so hard. Unbelievable. Everybody in the room up and cheering and going on. And he plays Eruption. I mean, you could put the damn vinyl record on today and listen to it, and it sounds exactly the same. And anybody that can even come close to Eddie Van Halen's skills is just amazing. And well, I had a smile on my face the entire night. I mean, even when there were sound bumps, I had a smile on my face, because I know these guys, and I know they are going to just get up there and absolutely kill it. And then they did a set 3, and I didn't stay for it. I'm sorry. Had a long drive home. I know you guys did too. But their set 3, which I have the set list, I didn't get a chance to hear it, in their epic Faith No More tune, Pour Some Sugar on Me, You Give Love a Bad Name, In the Dark, Separate Ways, Come On, Feel the Noise, Jump, Talk Dirty to Me, and Into the Night with Home Sweet Home. So that is their set list. If you're into that style of rock music, I will say Ladder is a must see. They also have a little group called Step Ladder, and Step Ladder is their acoustic scaled down version of the band. If you ever want to follow them and check it out, please do. But if you haven't been to their page, it's Latter, Ladder, Latter. Find their page, hit a big like on it. Jim McCarthy, if you're out there, put the link in there if you can right now. I can't do that while I'm live, but I'd love for you to do that. Bill's got the Ladder link to the Ladder videos. If you want to see some videos of this band, I highly suggest you go to Bill's. And I was just going to get into Bill being there. It was great to see him. And Bill works so hard to get quality video and of the bands with good sound. And where Bill was, I've got pictures on our page of Bill actually standing there with his selfie stick that's not a selfie stick that he's got in the air so he can get over the crowd to take those great videos. And Quentin, you are most welcome, man. I love your band, and anytime I can find you or recommend you to anybody, I'm going to. And that just happened to work out. I got a text from Karis one day. She had a cancellation. She says, "You got anybody up there that you would recommend for us? A rock band. We wanted a rock band, obviously, for Karis's place." And first band that came to my mind was Ladder, and we connected them. It worked, and they'll be back in 2025 for sure. I guarantee you. Karis is going to have them number one on her list to be back from up north, guaranteed. Kent Fry says Ladder was a great time, great show, and they worked the sound issues out. They did, and I was glad to see that because even several of the Ladder fans who had made it down there said, "Man, this is not the way they normally sound." And I said, "I get it, And but the big thing too, the sound guys, you can't put the pressure on them. Everybody in the crowd wants to fix it. Don't mess with the sound guy. The sound guy's doing his best to get it. Believe me, he wants it to sound as good as you want it to sound. So that's and there was the house sound guy was doing another gig somewhere else, so he was on the phone, and Jeff Vance, who was wonderful with getting things squared away and some things fixed. So great stuff. And James says one of the best guitar players, hands down, Quentin Fife. I agree, man. Quentin smokes it. He does. And it is Jim's birthday today. Thank you, Rob, for that. I was getting to that, but now that you've said that, I'll just say it. Happy birthday, Jim. If you're still out there, Jim Graham, happy birthday. Yes. Hi, Billy Baker. What? Jim Graham's out there. He says, yes. So appreciate the wonderful people we all met. What a fun place. Bell and the Bears got a great vibe, man. It's you'll never find a better vibe in a bar, especially for music. People love their music there, and that's a cool thing about it. Sarah said Visitor rocked the Cincy Reds fan zone stage. Yeah, I saw some video. Looked good. Love those boys from Visitor. Yes. Thank you, Jim. If that's the Ladder. Yeah, it is ladderkicksass.com. And if you did not watch our show last Wednesday, you can go back and look at any of our programming anytime. Go back and look at the interview with Ladder. We had a lot of fun. Rob was the only guy missing because he was out of the state at the time. But we had a lot of fun with the interview, and you'll learn some things about the band, what makes them tick, what put them together. And yes, Rob says, awesome people, awesome venue. Thank you. Thank you. Rob kicking ass on the drums too, literally. So www.ladderkicksass.com or on the Book of Face, which my producer, Jim McCarthy, has popped up there as well. That is Ladder Kicked My Ass on the Book of Face. What's up, Heath Bowling? Thanks for being here. Good to see your smiling face or icon on there. So, yeah, that was our weekend, guys. I didn't get to catch any music on Sunday. Had a little other obligations on Sunday, like I said, to do. But had a great night Friday and Saturday with Uncle Rico and with Ladder. I know talking to Karis, we'll have her on tomorrow. She'll be making comments, obviously, about Ladder's show. She enjoyed it more than she should have. That's all we're going to say. No, she had a great time. Karis had a wonderful time. Kathy Laverde was there. She was having a great time as well. We had a host of musicians in the house. that night watching the band play. So yeah, and thank you, Jim. The link to Wednesday show with Ladder is right there in the comments, so you guys can click on all of it on the show. And Jim Graham, thank you so much, my friend, and happy birthday again to you. I hope your voice is holding up because, man, 3 nights of that. These songs that they do, as you heard in the set list, are not easy songs to sing and can take their toll. Just doing White Snake's set medley alone is enough to take its toll. And yes, good to see. Yeah, and Karis doesn't let loose very often. Honestly, she's in her bar. She's there for business. And she just decided Saturday night was going to be fun for her, and she had a great time. And Kathy had a great time, and everybody else there that was with and around us. Jim was in the house. Ed Sawicki. How about those pictures from Ed Sawicki? Now, we got some good ones, but nothing compares to Ed Sawicki's photos, man. Ed Sawicki rocks the photos. He does. So that's all I've got for today, and that is our wonderful weekend in review. And remember, guys, on Kathy was very nice. She's such a sweetheart. And remember here, if you'd like your band or musical act featured on our show, Heath Bowling, on Thursday, send us your stuff. Send us your weekly gigs and get them to us, if you will, and we'll get them on the show and put them on our list. It's also printed on the Warren County Post digitally, so you can print or download a list and see where you're going to go hang out for the weekend and what music you're going to see. We got a big week coming up this week with music as well. And I want to give one more shout out to Ladder, guys. Thank you for coming all the way south. I know that's a trip to get down there. Gosh, Jay on bass, killing it. Absolutely killing it. Certainly Rob on the drums, and Quentin, your guitar playing skills are amazing. And then Jim fronting that band. He's good front man. He keeps the hype going. He does. So thank you all so much. Ed, thanks for being here too. My photographer of the stars, Ed Sawicki, always there. And we'll see you soon, everybody. Hang out with us. Let's get out and enjoy live local music this week. How about it? We'll see you tomorrow, 5:00 live with Karis and Scott right here, Hot Topic Tuesday. If you've got a hot topic, send it to us, and we'll see if we can feature it on the show as well. We'll see you next time, everybody. Have a great night. Bye-bye.
Working for the weekend, and I want to see a show. I flip on the book of face. Yeah, I know where to go. There's a man over there into the music scene, showing lots of love for the community with great advice. I know who I should go see. So around town radio show is where I go for the latest band info. So around town radio show for the music that comforts my soul. It's the Hall around.